What's up, Wildcats, and welcome back to the MWHS Wildcat News. I'm Cole Filer.
And I'm Madeline Augustine. On this week's edition, we'll cover a senior's participation in the Congressional Leadership Program,
A preview of the Unified Bowling season,
an award-winning feature on freshman Camille O'Neill,
a review on Angus Steak and Shakes.
Senior Noah Edwards was one of several volunteers that helped campaign for Don Bacon through the Congressional Leadership Program. Jake Janasek and Dev Mehta bring you the story.
On Tuesday, November 6th, it was Election Day in the United States, where we saw a competitive run between Don Bacon and CLARA Eastman, and one student who helped Don Bacon campaign was senior Noah Edwards through the Congressional Leadership Fund.
I first heard about the Congressional Leadership Fund when I was introduced to it by a couple of friends. They said, hey, come do this after school, you might not like to do it, but at least come once. After them asking me a couple of times, I eventually got on board and started doing it. Upbeat, happy, we're doing this for a cause. Really got me on board, really got me motivated. I really wanted to get some stuff done.
Since joining the Congressional Leadership Fund, politics have really become a huge part of Noah's life.
What really got me into politics is, I started developing beliefs. To me, what I believe means nothing if I'm not willing to fight for it, and the Congressional Leadership Fund really just gave me an opportunity to go out and fight for what I believe in.
Noah's hard work has really shown off to his peers.
He's a hard worker. He's definitely dedicated to the cause. He's always texting me like, hey, come out and do this with me. Hey, come out and do this. So yeah, it was a good relationship. He made it easier to transition into it, learn the ropes and stuff. He's a good mentor. I know that whenever Seth, who was our manager for the Congressional Leadership Fund, called on him, he was there. He was at every single media event, I'm fairly sure. He was outdoor knocking with me. He was showing up to the Republican Party things.
Even with a strong work ethic, it is very hard to campaign on the phone or door to door.
Yeah, when you're going around door to door asking people, being a phone, calling people on the phone, you're always going to get that one person that's really annoyed that you're doing that, People are kind of treating you poorly, but then you also get people who are really nice, want to talk to you. Especially when we called on the phones. A lot of people are a lot more impolite on the phones, but it's just another obstacle to work around. You got to find a way to adjust.
Noah has really impressed his parents since joining the Congressional Leadership Fund.
As a parent, I was really proud. To have your son go out and try something that he's never done before, I believe that it's really important for a student to be involved in many different aspects, whether it's their church, whether it's political, whether it's sports, whether it's any other things going on within the high school.
Noah's campaigning was a success as Don Bacon was able to defeat CLARA Eastman to earn another term in Congress. This has been Jake Janasek and Dev Mehta with the MWHS Wildcat News.
The Unified Bowling season has already begun, and it started to impact everyone involved. Delaney Richardson and Bailey Christensen deliver a strike with this story.
Throughout a 6-week course, students meet at Western Bowl in order to do what they love. Students create new lasting bonds with teammates over their passion for bowling. Preparing for the season requires practices each week to accomplish victory at the meets. This all would not be possible without the willingness of helping hands.
My role is being the head coach, and I assign the kids to the lanes they're going to be. I make sure that they have the rides. I schedule the practices. I teach them how to bowl.
Well, I'm like a team manager, so I sit there and I take names and check people in when they get to practice, and then check people in when we get to competitions, and then I go around and I help with scoring sheets during the competitions.
With help of others, players have developed new skills which help them throughout the season.
She helped me how to do my hands and my steps.
Well, she taught me a good form, how to bowl, and since then it's been helping me a lot. One skill I've learned it's being able to throw the ball straight, where you aim at.
Students are brought together for a cause that leaves an imprint on their heart.
it has grown in leaps and bounds as far as us, Millard West is concerned. We started out with 35 kids and we've now grown to over 60 kids. As far as Unified goes at Millard West, we are considered by ESPN to be on the honor roll and be one of the top 30 schools.
Finding a coach for the team wasn't a problem.
I love bowling, I love the kids, and then it's been very rewarding working with these kids, and these are the best kids. I tell everybody in the state I have the best kids.
Each player experiences memories that will last forever.
I got some strikes and some spares and some gutted balls.
I'd have to say just like getting to know all the kids that are there and seeing all the different people that come through and just like want to help all the ACP students.
Unified Bowling, although a team, strikes more as a family. Players support one another no matter the outcome and help each other to succeed during each meet.
Just knowing that there was something else that I could do to help make their day better or just help them in any way.
It's always good to see people that we know.
Wildcats on three! 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
This has been Bailey Christensen
And Delaney Richardson
with the MWHS Wildcat News.
Gabe Paredes and Katie Willard give you this award-winning feature on freshman Camille O'Neill.
Camille O'Neill, a freshman at Millard West, was born with an unfortunate eye condition, retinopathy of prematurity, along with cerebral palsy. Born at 25 weeks, young Camille survived the odds.
She developed an eye disease that can happen with kids who are that premature, that hits about the time that they're supposed to be born. So that's when she really started having problems that they were looking for because of her prematurity, and eventually that's what led to her vision loss. And then as far as the cerebral palsy goes, kids that are born that early have very, very fragile brains, and so there was some damage that happened to the part of her brain that controls basically the muscles in the lower part of her body.
Despite her unfortunate circumstances at birth, Camille has grown up to be involved in a wide variety of activities in and outside of school. She participates in Millard West Choir, Sing Omaha Girls Choir, takes private singing lessons, rides horses at HWHS, and on the weekends she practices goalball, a sport for the visually impaired.
I just kind of wanted some new experiences, and actually when I was younger, my parents knew I was good at singing, and so they wanted me to try a singing group, and I tried it. So I actually got hooked up with the Sing Omaha Youth Choir. I did that till when I was in 3rd grade till when I was in 5th grade, and then at that time I auditioned for the girls choir and I made it, so that's what I'm in now. I like that I get to do a lot of different things on the horse. Sometimes my teacher she'll ask me to write a pattern or whatever, which is like a series of obstacles. And then for goalball, there's this organization called Outlook Nebraska, and their mission is to provide employment for blind and visually impaired people, but they also do outreach programs for teens.
Camille is also very dedicated to her schooling, but sometimes she might need a little bit of help. She uses tools such as special glasses and a special computer to assist her in being able to attend classes and learn just as well as anyone else. A variety of instructors come in a couple times a week to help Camille during more visually dependent lessons, as well as traveling around the school.
As she gets older and the curriculum gets more complicated, her skills are growing along with it and her tools are changing. Technology has changed such a great deal from the time she was in 3rd grade until now, and it's going to continue to change and improve. And with new technology, then she has new ways of doing things so that she can get her work done like everybody else and be as efficient and quick and accurate as she can be.
Camille's perseverance and ability to overcome her conditions to participate in so many activities inspires many, as she is able to live her life to the fullest.
I really enjoy life, and I want to try to live my life in the best possible way.
Camille is happy and filled with life. It seems like nothing can stop her. This has been Gabe Paredes and Katie Willard with the MWHS Wildcat News.
Angus Steak and Shakes has been serving up piping hot burgers at its new location in Gretna since it opened in August. Chloe Parker and Annalise Smalley review this new restaurant.
Over the Labor Day weekend, me and fellow staff member Annalise took a trip to Tiburon, where we got to taste some amazing food at a recently opened restaurant known as ANGUS Burgers and Shakes. We sat down with owner Travis Evans, who gave us the summary of just how his restaurant operates.
My name is Travis Evans. I'm from ANGUS Burgers and Shakes in Omaha, Nebraska. My wife and I started this concept 2 years ago in Kearney, Nebraska, with our partners Dale and Sean Clutie and the whole Clutie family. Most of our stuff around the restaurant is locally sourced. My partners, the Clutie family, actually own the beef that we buy. It comes in fresh. We cut all of our fries in-house, our house fries, so they're double fried, which makes them crispier. We make our own ketchups and mustard here. 95% of the products that are made in-house are made in-house. They don't come from a box, so we're not taking stuff out of a box and reheating them or just putting them on the line.
But they also have options that appeal to those who may not like burgers. They have options like a chicken sandwich, salmon, and salads.
All local Nebraska beef. It's no antibiotics, no hormones. They have a strict policy on that with the program that we run through our beef, and that was very important for us when we partnered with them.
Annalise went with a more traditional burger named the drive-in burger.
Overall, I thought it was pretty good. The service was really fast, the waitress got there in 10 minutes, and she was super friendly, which was really nice, and she didn't have any weird piercings or tattoos. And she got us our food in 10 minutes, which was super nice. And the food overall, really good, really saucy, a lot of juice, but it was good, but it was very big. I didn't finish mine, I have a box. Chloe opted for a more out-of-the-box selection with the Euro Burger, which proved to be a bit messy.
So today I traveled to ANGUS Burgers and Shakes and I had a wonderful experience. I got a Euro Burger and it was absolutely delicious. It was a bit of an out-of-the-box selection, but it was honestly so good. I also got a shake. I got the cookies and cream shake and that was delicious. I also got to talk to and visit with the owner. He was very nice. I got to talk to a lot of the employees as well. They were very, very friendly, very welcoming. So I'd honestly recommend coming here if you have, or if you're just looking to try someplace new. This place is really, really good. This has been Chloe Parker and Annalise Smalley for the MWHS Wildcat News.
That's it for this week, Wildcats. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at MWHS Catalyst.
For more stories, check out our website at millardwestcatalyst.com. See you next time, Wildcats.